Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and in this video we're going to just do a quick plan with me and my passport setup. And this is a passport Moterm cover in the vegetable tan line in the color Midnight. For those of you who are curious, I did purchase this one off of AliExpress, but I think there are several different ones that are in the squishy pebble leather that may be available on Amazon. If that's the case, I'll link it down below. I'll also link the AliExpress link as well. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I decided that I was going to start this over for quarter 2. I'm going to get a new, sorry, that was probably really loud. I was going to get a new notebook. So let's just go ahead and pull that out for dailies. And I have this monthly. This is just for personal monthlies. We don't need to get into that. But before we do all that, I am going to do a quick flip through. So I know that I mentioned in my last video that I was going to do a more detailed one, so here we go. Okay, so the first thing that we have here is, like I said, this insert was included in a Moterm order for another passport size, so it's a lined insert. I've been really feeling this cream paper lately, so I kind of dig it. Not really sure how I'm going to decorate this or how long this is going to last, so I may just do a quick cutaway to count how many pages are in this, and I'll list it on the screen for you guys, but I'll set this off to the side for now. This has a pocket here. It has a small pocket here, has a I think this is a secretarial pocket. Has a zipper pouch, also has a slip pocket, as well as a back pocket. So lots of pockets. While I don't find a lot of need for all of them, sometimes I do like to throw some receipts in there on the go, so it does tend to be useful. All right, so this is just a insert. This is a zipper pouch, vinyl zipper pouch from Midori Travelers Company, and it's got some card slots here, as well as a larger pocket here, larger slip pocket here, where I've included some money that I like to keep on hand. A craft folder. This insert is from Sterling Ink. It is a monthly insert. And it just has all the months of the year, so, you know, pretty self-explanatory. It does have some note pages. I like to keep this with me at all times, so even if I decide that I'm going to kind of condense it down somewhat, I do tend to keep this one with me. And the main reason is I have some reference stickers back here, and I'll show you that here in a minute, but this right here is when I go like out and about, like to Michael's or wherever I'm going that has like craft or hobby stores that have Tombow markers. And I know that a lot of the time they'll have like those single ones that you can buy for purchase, single purchase markers. And if I don't have a marker, I'll find one on the shelf that I don't currently have, and I'll just see if I have it. So like, say for example, I think last week I ended up getting 401, found it on the shelf, was like, okay, so I don't have that one already, and I went ahead and purchased it. So I'm trying to complete my collection is what I'm getting at. All right, so I've done a pretty good job. I just have a few more to go. Okay, this is a sticker insert. I did include this in my quarter 1 setup, but it was in the week size. This is a pocket size, but I have just trimmed it down to fit into a passport. So this is the Wheel of the Year. These are by Wise Minerva Studio, so I'll provide a link to her shop as well. These are the Sabbats for 2024, what day they fall on. These are some explanations for moon phases, if you guys aren't aware. The moon phases for 2024 for each month. These are the dates that Mercury is in retrograde. So if you're watching this on April the 1st, bad news. Mercury is in retrograde as of this moment. So the new solar eclipse, the full solar eclipse, is on April the 8th. So that is coming up. That's something that I'm super excited about. I did take the day off for that. The fun thing is that I am in the path of totality at this time, which is so awesome. We actually get 3 minutes and 47 seconds of the in the path of totality, so we get to see the full solar eclipse. It's so awesome. I've already had my glasses, my special glasses for that for like months, and I'm just so excited to see it. And I think, what did they say? Like, it's like the next one will be in like 20 years. Awesome. Well, at least in this area, as far as I know. You know, don't quote me on that. Wow, that just sounded really indecisive. Okay, so this is a Moterm canvas zipper pouch, and I like to use these for just little extra stickers that I might want to keep. This is a patch that I got off of Amazon. And this is a weekly insert. This is part of a 2-book system from Sterling Ink. I like this because this is the vertical weeklies, and I'm also going to take this out to plan for today. All right, so we'll just set that off to the side. And this is just social media plans, and I'm not going to go through a lot of that just for some spoiler reasons, but you get the idea. All right, so I'm going to set this off to the side as well. When I plan, I like to take these out. While I love a chunky TN, I don't like to have a ton of things that I'm trying to write on and trying to balance while I'm trying to do straight lines and things like that. So that being said, I tend to take these out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do my weekly setup. And as you can see, I didn't use this all of January because I was waiting on a Nulty 1180 that ended up not working out. But we're in April at this time, so here we go. I didn't really do much planning in this for my birthday week last week because it was my birthday week and I wasn't trying to do that. So hopefully this video isn't too dark. This part of the video is actually going to be time-lapse. I'll check back with you here in just a moment and show you what I've done. Okay, so I just wanted to explain this setup, and for the most part, I've taken a page out of the Nulty 1180 where I've listed most of my tasks or events up here at the top, mostly events or appointments. I do have a little bit of a water tracker up here, so since I tend to drink from a 40-ounce cup at least 4 times a day, I get my daily water goal for the day. So I like to mark that off here. It's either a 40 or a 30-ounce cup, so it just depends on where I'm at. If it's at work, it could be 30, but if I'm at home, it's 40. Okay, so you get the idea. And I just mark it off here. April Fool's is a holiday for, it's not a national holiday, but it is a holiday, so I've marked it here. I do have some events that I need to keep track of for the week. But since I don't usually have a lot of those, what I've been doing is keeping a rolling weekly down here on this bottom part of this page. And mainly because there's a lot of tasks that I tend to write down on a specific day, but then I don't get it done and it ends up being migrated 2 or 3 days, and I'm just trying to avoid that. So I found that the Alistair method / rolling weekly is just an easier way to keep track of that. I do have my meal plans for the week here, so I can list them here. Anything I would like to clean for the week, any groceries we may need, or anything that I need to add to the grocery list or shopping list, I'll list them there. And this just is kind of blank. I could probably put like next week's task or any notes, for the most part, this is just a week at a glance. It's not meant to be more in depth. That is what my dailies are for. So speaking of dailies, we'll just kind of move on to that. All right, so new month, new quarter, new insert. So we're starting in April, and I'm only going to do 1 week at a time. So here is April, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and that's it. So then I would like to recap it by marking things that are kind of like a weekly overview, things that work, things that don't, anything I may need to remember for next week. I can either mark it here or any additional notes in general. So I've kind of set up the dailies where I use a stamp. So here's the stamp that I use. It's from Amazon, I believe. It is, I've listed it on my Amazon storefront several times. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, it'll be listed there. But it was like $8, I think, at the time. It's just a 5-year date stamp, really useful. But as it doesn't have like a Monday label or anything like that, I've purchased these from Mandy Lynn Plans, and I just list them here. I do tend to put the weather as well as a weather icon. The weather icon I've got from Randy.plans, so if you guys are interested in that. And what I'd like to do with my dailies is I have been listing the 4 top things that I would like to get done that day. So whatever it is, these are the 4 things. If I get nothing else done, get those things done. And I may not even have 4 things, but the point is I have space for it. And I may want to doodle. I may want to draw. I really am feeling this cream paper lately. I don't know what it is. I guess it comes from using a Hobonichi Weeks for years and years, different types of paper that were usually cream colored, and I really like it. These, as I mentioned, I did get these inserts from a Moterm order for a Passport TN, and I actually like them. I like the thickness of it. I don't know exactly what the thickness is, but I've been using them before, and I really like the way that they're set up. They're pretty pen friendly, not a lot of bleed through. All in all, a win-win. All right, so that's going to conclude my setup for the Passport planner. I hope you guys found it useful. Sorry guys, I realized that that wasn't really in frame, so I apologize. I did move it at some point and I forgot to move it back. So I think that's going to conclude this setup for my Passport TN for the week. Let me know if you guys are interested in these types of videos, like plan with me's or explanations of things and whatnot, and I'll try to do them more in the future. I can do another flip through of my personal rings, which I am going to be doing later on this week, so be on the lookout for that, as well as several different videos. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, be sure to do that, as well as the notification bell so that you're notified when I do post something. Definitely more motivated these days to post videos, so hopefully you'll check back with me for those. All right, until the next one. Later, guys.